The idea of talking would actually help us get ready to learn and prepare our brain for something important. Like a lot of us would be super ready. But it's not. And then all the assessment dates have already been put on. That's weird. Why is that not working? That's not. We're in a different unit. It's weird. Okay. We're still in the big idea of consequences. So this idea that there's no neutral actions. So thinking about, we just had a couple sessions thinking about our world and the surface and how it changes. How does the idea of consequences connect to the idea of earthquakes, Mount Everest, all that stuff? Talk to each other. Let's see. Let's do this. Greg and Meme and Tommy and so on. How does what way you study connect to consequences? All right, 3, 2, 1, 0. So let's think about a slippage. So a slippage is an action. Okay. What is an impact? That slippage of rocks. What is an impact of that? Hero, what do you think? When we have slippage, huh? And what's the impact? Earth moves. Yeah, we have shaking. That's an impact. The offset, the cracks, all that stuff is impact, right? So it's a consequence of the world. Okay, it's a natural consequence of what's going on. So consequence is still around. All right, many things. Why is there? Oh, I don't want that timer. So I can't really give you guys time to do work you're supposed to do anyway. No, I mean you should have the answers down in your notebook. That's why I like what you're supposed to do instead of like going over and chit-chatting. Like you're supposed to come in and answer the questions. That's what gets you ready, right? That's the expectations. Not chit-chatting. You guys just have window. I'm sure you chit-chatted enough. Okay, what is an earthquake? Let's go with Amelia. Okay, when the ground shakes. Yeah, that's pretty good. Caused by the
slippage.
The underground,
So the F. The pressure, right? The fault. Pressure builds up. We have slippage. Awesome. Martine, what about fault? What is a fault? What's that? Okay, and what happens? What happens to the fault? That's when we get some movement and stuff too, right?
So what is a fault?
Cool.
What is a fault?
Fault is that break between the two rock beds, the rock bodies, right? That's where that pressure builds up and everything happens. Hero, name 2 ways an earthquake can change Earth's surface.
Like moving it.
But what is the evidence, right? I guess you could see the Earth moving, but mainly afterwards.
The evidence is that the rock bricks make pressure through the fault. They slip and they move earth and they broke the earth.
Alright, so they break it. We can call that breakage or cracks. What's another thing that we see? That one where that moves? Remember what that was called?
offset.
Offset. What's the other one?
Offset.
So we have cracks, we have offset, we have movement. Awesome. Nicoletta, what is some evidence here that there's been an earthquake?
That's like the line.
Cool. So this line should be connected, right? So there's an offset here. You could also say something shifted up, shifted down.
So what can it be?
You could say there's offset.
Offset and the
There's other, you can see it's been shifted.
yes, but and the other one offset and
There's a
crack.
huge crack there. Huge crack. Let's see, Mariana. Why is an offset? Why is that evidence?
Evidence because without the ground moving, then the road would be.
Be one, right? Be one whole road. Awesome. Really good. And then Tommy, what is the smallest unit of life?
What?
What's the smallest unit of life?
Well, that unit was like 1 year ago. A cell.
A cell, perfect.
No.
Yeah.
No. It's like something that's made out of energy. Like
I know.
Yeah, it's a living thing.
That is not a lighter.
It's not life. It's not life. Alright, success for today and our goal. So getting this down in our notebook, I can explain what bedrock is and show in a cross section how conditions change with depth. So what are the most important words there? What are we going to be doing? Writing that down in our notebook. Ten seconds. All right, success today. We're going to be able to define what bedrock is. What usually happens, we can't say 100% all the time because we don't know. Okay, as human beings, we don't have the evidence to support that it's always. But usually we'll find out what happens with temperature and pressure as we go down. And then you're going to draw and label a very simple cross section of surface, bedrock, and deeper material. Cross section, we're going to make sure we understand that today. Great question. Okay, remember vocabulary? Goes on your vocabulary page. Terms and definitions. Questions go on your session page, 4.3. Like your answers to these questions. So our words today are bedrock, cross section, Tommy, depth, temperature, and pressure. Again, that goes on your vocabulary. And then you answer these questions. What is bedrock? As you go deeper into earth, temperature usually does what? As you go deeper into earth, pressure usually does what? What is a cross section and why do we need a cross section? To explain earthquakes and mountains. Again, we have two things there. Vocabulary on our vocabulary page. The answers to the questions on our session notes. Again, don't copy them. Don't copy. Just put a few words, abbreviate. The more you think, the better.
No, but like there's something.
Yes, definitions. Words and definitions.
I don't see the definition there. I don't know.
No. Magic, don't it's magic.
Mr. Lights already put vocabulary.
I did, yes.
Is the section?
Wait, no, you guys are blocked.
Mr. Light, what do I do here? I do a new page and do.
Vocabulary is on one page for the whole unit.
What is the section? Ah, 4.3.
I found my other clipboard. It's good news. Oh, that makes sense. Duh.
Do you get to spell those burgers on
Huh? Yeah, and smoke pouring in and everything. It's great. Really nice learning environment. Trying to get the definitions down today. Yesterday we didn't because we had to walk and the break. We had block 5. Don't copy them, just put a couple key words down. Abbreviate, which means making words shorter. It's also a really good strategy. trying to get definitions
I
down
have a
too.
question.
So we do have 2 more minutes.
Why in the definition of depth there says temperature?
Because I forgot to completely erase what you said.
So I don't put them there.
No. Seconds.
When you are going to the site,
What? Afternoon or during the week? Well, they should give this afternoon. And I can't give assessments back because there's so many people who have not finished or taken it. So I can't give like graded tests back from the other day, from last week. So, yeah. It's kind of a guess. Interesting. We're talking about
Please,
the ground. Okay, for our reading today, our literacy portion, we have a table. Okay? Look at the table and then make a claim. So we have depth, we have temperature. So depth is like going down surface to the surface, and then going down into the ground. Okay, so if you went 5 kilometers down into the ground, if you went 30 kilometers down into the ground. We have temperature, which is in Celsius, and then we have pressure, which is called atmospheric. So that's how much, like right now we have pressure on us. There's like 16 pounds per square inch on our body at all times because that's the world. So this increases. So the bigger the number, the more the pressure.
so like deeper than 30 kilometers, you can't like put a photo on the ground.
You do what?
Yeah, I can something.
You cook it?
Yeah, the first one. Like,
Sure.
What is the lowest depth?
That we've ever got there? I'll show a video of that one day. No? Okay,
Oh, yes.
so now in your notebook, what's your claim? What's your evidence? What is temperature and pressure doing? Is that what it says? Is that what I said? No, make your claim and make your evidence. As depth increases, what happens to temperature and what happens to pressure, and what's your evidence? Another 20 seconds.
What's called that?
The MPA, you can call
Like the thing where's the information?
table.
And what is the NPA?
Atmosphere.
That's atmospheric units. It just means the amount of pressure. I'm blanking on what MPa because I was thinking of PSI. PSI is pounds per square inch. So MPa would be
What is
matter per atom. I don't know.
atom?
I'll think about it. I'll look it up.
An atom is smaller than a cell. So,
But an atom isn't a lot.
and the atom is the smallest thing ever.
No, because things are made up of, like, an atom is made up of stuff.
And what is the smallest thing ever?
I don't even know if we know. I think they call it a quark.
Or an
Quark.
atom is made up of nothing.
No, an atom is made of nucleus, protons, electrons.
And the nucleus.
And what is that made of? Who knows?
I know my
Everything's
last
down to
name.
a pixel. So, like, if you think about a screen as a pixel, like we are pixels because we're made of something. And if you study atoms, it's really crazy because, like, the electrons disappear. We don't know where they go and they come back, that's bonkers.
So it's
Like, there's pieces of our body that disappear and come back. Yeah, because we're made of electrons and atoms and stuff.
so like.
Rather than like a thing in space like that, there is one
No,
thing,
that's not what I'm talking about. It's just like you have stuff, energy in your body that disappears and comes back.
right? That there's like a thing that are like atoms that can be as large as kilometers.
It is infinite, but we don't know what is the smallest.
It's like,
Probably.
it's like,
There's always something smaller.
it's like, rather than where there is like there's atoms a million billion kilometers away from you, and if you move that atom over there, it moves the
But
same.
at the same time, yeah, they're connected. It's called the field. It means we're all connected all the time. Anyway, talk to your partner. What's your claim? What's your evidence? Turn to talk.
Names the death increases temperature gets
I need 3, 2, 1, 0. Mateo, what's your claim?
My claim is that the depth increases, the temperature gets a lot higher,
Uh-huh.
and the pressure gets higher.
Yeah, they both increase, right? Everything increases. We increase in depth, we increase in temperature, we increase in pressure. Emiliana made a very interesting point earlier. She was talking about the ocean. If we go deeper in the ocean, it gets colder. That's true for the most part, right? But then at the very bottom, it can get very warm. We're talking about the ground. So in general, in the ground, from what we know, the deeper we go, the hotter it gets. And the more pressure there is pressing, like that pressure is the pressing. What's an evidence statement that we have, Craig?
The evidence is that graph shows that when you go deeper in air, the pressure and the temperature increases.
It increases, but to be even better, we would name numbers. Okay? So to be even better is like the table shows that at 5 kilometers it's this temperature, at 30 kilometers it's this temperature. Okay, so that's better evidence. The more specific we can get, the better.
I know, it's alien.
All right, so yeah, it's horrible. We're going to be talking about the ground today. So at the top of the ground, we have soil, all right, some other dirt going on. And then as you get down, so no matter where you start digging, at some point, you will get to very, very hard rock called bedrock. And then underneath that, there's even more rock. Okay, so it's super, super thick. So wherever you start digging, okay, some places you'll get to the bedrock sooner, okay, but the soil is what will be normally at the top, and that soil is nice and loose. You pick it up, it would fall through your hands. You get to the bedrock, you wouldn't be able to pick it up. It's one huge, giant rock. Okay, mountains are huge, giant rocks.
Wait, 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 wait.
You don't need to write anything down, you just need to pay attention. Bedrock is solid rock under what? 1, 2, 3. Soil. As you go deeper, temperature generally goes up or down. 1, 2, 3. Up. And pressure goes up or down. 1, 2, 3. Up. Everything goes up. You go down. I mean, you knew it. You knew it. Something happened. I don't know. You distracted me because you went like this. And then you came back. You
Yeah,
did.
is your
Huh?
fault you are paying attention in me?
It's my fault that I pay attention to the students.
Yeah, you choose what you pay attention on.
Ooh, that's a really interesting point. Now, the more we talk about this, the less time you guys have to do work. And if you don't finish the work, then you have to do it for home. So do you want me to talk about this now, or do we want to move on? Okay. Talk to your partner in your own words. What would you call bedrock? The stuff that's like down on the ground. This is also bedrock too, because look, there's soil up there. So talk to each other. What is it? How would you describe it? You just couldn't believe I caught you. That was it. Oh no! That's not good. All right, 3, 2, 1, 0. Eloisa, what do we think? How would you describe bedrock? Solid, man, like really solid, really big, right? Cool. I'm going to draw a very simple cross cut. So cross cut's this idea that we're trying to draw, where we have the surface and we have what's going on below. Okay? So we're going to have a very, again, don't copy this, we will be doing this later. We have a very simple, like a loma, like a hill. Can we stop with the whistle? Appreciate it. Okay, so we have a hill. We have the surface. Right below the surface, we have soil. Okay, so soil is right below the tierra. Right? Below that, we have more soil, more soil. We're not really going to show that much this part. Then we have bedrock. And like Eloisa said, it's really solid, right? It's this hard thing. And then underneath that, we have even more rock. Okay, so rock will extend for a while.
But rock or bed?
It's not necessarily bedrock, it's then called like extra rock or material rock, but right now we just need to know. Again, every moment that we waste, everybody loses time on work time, right? Which lowers your academic responsibility if you don't finish in class. Which causes other people to have to do stuff at home, which they don't want to do. Better to ask that during break. So then we have depth. Okay, so depth is how deep we're going. And what do we know? We know that the temperature and the pressure increase the deeper we go. And why does that matter? When we think about the rocks that are down low, there's a serious amount of heat going, there's a serious amount of pressure going. So where there's that fault, it's building and building and building. So there's all of this stuff happening, and then you have that giant slip. Because what do we know about heat? Heat is a measure, temperature is a measurement of what? Of particle motion. So that means the deeper you go, all those particles are moving faster and faster and faster. Nicolette,
Can a bug survive down there?
probably depends on the bug. I don't know what living things are down that low, like 900 degrees Celsius seems pretty severe.
Like they say that kind of Noah makes like more earthquakes. Why?
That's a great question. Can we write that one down and think about it and not answer
I
it now?
think there is a dog there.
Alright, is bedrock the same thing as soil or sediment? Why or why not? Talk to your partner real quick. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Emiliana, what do we think?
I think that it depends because the bedrock and the soil like a different material and the construction is like other.
Awesome. Great answer. Alright, thumbs up, thumbs down. Does deeper equal colder? Is that right?
No.
Deeper equal colder. Okay, thank you.
What gases? Someone can. I don't know.
Deeper. Is deeper equal colder? No. What kind? No, I did. I gave you the answer. So when you think about crosscut is the side view. All right, it's like you've taken a huge cut of the earth and you've lifted it up, and you're looking at it. So that's the type of models that we're going to be drawing. Okay? Coral. So everybody does it at the same time. When I go like 1, 2, 3, everybody says it. Coral, like a chorus. This means that's the kind of question I'm asking. And then I accidentally gave you the answer, so I didn't do it. It's like coral. See? Cool. Write down 3 things you remember from the lesson.
One minute to write? Oh man, that is very kind. No.
Bless you.
So it's like 3 questions.
No, just write the 3 things down that you remember. We're getting there.
What does it mean?
All right, share your 3 things with your partner. Partner, share their 3 things with you. No, 9:55. Great. All right, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have 1 great question already about like the climate change and the earthquakes. So 2 more questions. Simone, what do you think? What's your question?
What happens if you go to the center of the world?
Amazing. Do you know what's interesting about that?
Oh, there's a floor.
There's actually a disagreement now about what's in the middle of our Earth. Some people think it's solid, and some people think it's liquid.
No, but
I think it's
so
a
you got to
I think it's
Just because something is posted on YouTube does not mean it's true. Let's make sure we understand that. All right, so if we had to put that on our question poster, that'll go under other. Tomas, go for it. Tomas first.
What, Thomas?
Me.
Well, we're normally it's Tomas and Tommy, right? Huh?
Yes.
Who? Tomas.
Me. What happened if we, how is it like kawan? Like
Dig?
Yeah, like deep in the place more like frio.
Big, like the Arctic. What would happen?
Yeah, what would happen if that would
Cool.
get?
Great question. And then Tommy.
If you live to the other side of the world, if that would be possible, then where would you land?
Like what's in the opposite side from us?
Yes.
Probably the Pacific. The Pacific is enormous.
And not
Could you go through the whole Earth? No.
Like,
I'll show you a video about how deep we've gone, and it's not very deep. It's deep, but like compared to everything.
and after that, you can be
What's that?
like.
And theoretically, if there was a hole from here to the other side, you would fall into it, and
You like go up.
you would go up, right?
Yes, that was.
You go up because like on the other side of the Earth, they're not like they're just standing there.
Yes, Mr.
I
Guy.
know.
Yes, that was what I said.
Yeah. No, but if there was a theoretical hole in
Yes,
between,
that was what
you
I
would
said.
fall down, you go and then you would start going up, until you got to the other hole, and then you would go back down,
So it's gonna
and then
be
you go back up and down and up and down and up and down and up and up until you just got stuck in the center. Creepy.
no.
Forever.
Can I go from like the round here to the ground?
Same people unos chotes. Porque tenía hambre y si no, no me los iba a dar.
Entonces piensa con tu cerebro y no con tu estómago.
Entonces piensa con tu cerebro y no con tu estómago. Esto es así porque no me dejan abajo. Y tú, negro. Más un poquito, bonito, mucho. Pero yo creo que los otros los comos tienen separado. Sí. Pero de más. Este es el no. Se decir México. ¿Listo? Ahora tenemos. Sí. Sí, así son más, así son más. Son más. Obviamente que sí. Obviamente. Ay, ese es el color inevitable. Tienen mucho. Ah, sí, pero no entiendo nada, los píxeles. La verdad, hay un día de yo tengo una ciudad.
Así yo tengo
¿Alienes?
aldeas.
Yo amo hacer cárceles. Yo también hago eso, pero siempre se tiene que tener un elefante que me dice con nosotros. Yo nunca pongo un elefante en una cárcel. Pues belleza.
Digamos, yo tengo un lago completo lleno de varias princesas.
Soy yo tampoco pensar que tienen orejas. Tiene. Los demás. Son perritos. Seguras. 100%. Los niños, sí. Seguro que sí. ¿Crees que puedo sacar el computador a ver? No, no tengo.
¿Tú qué dices? ¿Le hago payasito?
Sí. No, no tengo. No tengo. No, ya no. No tiene nada.
Tienen orejas, pero están a los lados.
Pero son 3D. Hasta la de estos son píxeles. Segura.
Te lo juro.
No.
Not in class.
But it's not food.
Huh? It's not food.
No.
No.
It's a bebida.
Right, but it's not like water.
Yeah, but
I'm
it's
sure
a-
there's an expectation about what we should be
I'm
drinking
sure
in
there are a lot
class.
of people doing this. Or
I have
this.
no doubt, like what's in those things. That's why I don't know if those are good ideas to have. You make a really good point.
Okay. So
The
one.
Simone law, right? Those are banned
That's like
because of Simone. Because he thinks that's unfair.
No.
No?
No. I say that I think that a lot of people
There's a really good chance, especially like the prime stuff or whatever.
sí.
It makes it the gas. Just drink water. Actually, you don't even need that stuff. You can be thirsty all day. You can actually go 1 week without water. Like, don't try that. But we used to think it was like 3 days, like literally 1 week, and it's not great. You're gonna go
1 week.
get all like loopy.
Oh, yeah.
I drink water every day.
What's that?
I'm gonna tomar agua para checar cómo es.
I mean, never, but like you drink like everything has water in it. That you drink.
Light. You know how it does.
Yeah, but that has water in it.
What? It's so like
Okay, today we have 4 levels. You need to get through the first 3. It's all very like, this is step 1, this is step 2, this is step 3. There's directions. I'll be walking around. If I see a problem, I'll say, hey, check level 2, number 3, or something like that.
we can see.
Something like that. You're sitting at your desk. And see, like the problem is this, I need to keep track of work, and I have to make like the little seating arrangement so that it's easier for me to keep track of who's doing what. If you're somewhere else and I have to look at your name and like trying to figure out, and that takes way too much time, and I can't give anybody feedback. So that's one. The first level is basically what we did for the graph. Don't look at the work that you did. Like try to recall. Don't cheat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Try to remember what that plane is about heat and pressure and temperature. And then we have a new, trying to get you more specific evidence like we talked about with Greg. And then adding one more line. Level 2, that's the model that I drew. You're going to be redrawing it. Again, it just tells you how to do it, what to add. Level 3 is this idea of what is a cross section and why do we do it. And then if you get to level 4, so again, the first 3 levels are mandatory. If you go back to level 4, it's going back to your level 2 model and adding some things. Okay? Any questions about that? Today.
But I don't think it's the one yet. I don't think like
Just
it's
listen.
to the month.
Mateo, expert move already had his notebook ready. I'll call you up and teach you.
What?
I said you had an expert move. Your notebook was ready.
In the
You already had level 1, 2, and 3 ready. Do not write on the paper. The paper is just the instructions.
But this is the thing from yesterday.
No.
Because I got too late. Can you explain?
Do we have to go to level 3?
And Mr. Light, you have that list.
What's up?
You have that list.
I have to talk to Molly because she was in the nurse, so I have to teach her real quick some stuff.
Wait, I can say like
What's up?
into like I write a claim with A, like as that increases, then
Yeah.
okay.
Just follow.
Oh.
There's the. Tomas, you all right, man? Did you hurt your leg again? You have 12 minutes, just FYI. 12 minutes to finish 3 levels. Read the instructions, see what you can do. Okay, so basically we talked about something called bedrock. So bedrock is very solid rock that appears underneath soil. So anywhere in the world where you see like grass and trees and stuff, underneath that is soil, so that's a loose dirt. If you go down deep enough, you get to bedrock. And bedrock is really, really hard. Underneath that is even more rock, but we don't necessarily call it bedrock. Bedrock is like the very top part that's hard. As we go down in the earth, the temperature increases and the pressure increases. And this has an impact if you think about temperature and particles moving. So that means you have all of this stuff happening way down in the earth, and that's where all the slippage and breaking is. Does that make sense? And now you can do the work.
I understand that I need to do the paper.
Read the instructions.
Yeah,
But
but
try
you
that.
did that.
Try reading the instructions and doing exactly as it tells you to do. Just try it. Just see what happens. Just see what happens. Just try it. Just try reading and doing it. And let's see. Let's go.
I can put here.
Yeah. What is specifically do you not understand?
That one. Oh, and then in the step. Oh no.
Alright. $11 minutes.
So like it's complete like this.
Label your routes.
Read. So we complete.
Mr. Light, what does it say? Do not copy.
That's the thing I explained when we weren't here. Don't like if you already wrote a claim because it's kind of a repeat of what we did. Don't just copy it. Like cover your hand and write it. Don't
Alright.
copy what you've already done. Like think about it and make sure
Okay,
you remember.
but redo the
Yes.
like the thing. Okay.
We're gonna do it later. That's fine. You put that on.
As the food increases temperature,
What's it? What I'm saying, like work needs to be. You don't. You can do it later. That's fine because it's on the school.
You already write the first one.
Right, no, that's why it says don't copy it. Like cover it in your notebook and see if you can remember.
Okay.
Remember, for the evidence, you should see like numbers. You should see numbers for the evidence. With the claim, there should be numbers involved in that. Because if you look at the evidence thing, what's it say? I know because at blank kilometers, the temperature is blank, so there should be numbers there.
Mr. Light, you have an eraser.
I don't. Is this level 1? Okay, good, perfect. Be around, just be patient.
Sí.
8 minutes?
I don't understand. So like, what do I do here? I copy this.
I know because at how many kilometers the temperature is what and the pressure is what. And you have the table right here.
But pressure. Oh.
How do you know that it increases? What is your evidence? Well, I have evidence right there. Wow.
So like what I put in Adler
So,
Gun.
so this matters because deeper rocks experience.
But what I put in
How did it look? So pick one of these. Pick one. 7 minutes. I guess it should say like an arrow pointing down to be more clear. That's what down.
Like,
Next grade.
eso no paro.
Sure.
Sí, hace cuenta con todo junto. A 2 personas.
This is what, are you finished level 2?
Bien.
Are you finished? Okay, because I don't see like number 4. No, not number 4, sorry, number 5. Here. Okay. See, I was thinking, if it's part of the model, it makes more sense, but I get it, you don't have to change it. You got 5 minutes left? That's it? Ooh. I don't think you do that with a shovel. Everything. You go down deep enough, go for it.
How many years do you do that for?
Mystery.
Okay, should I do 3 and I stop?
No, 15 more time. 4 minutes.
Should I?
Level 2 is among.
That's what it says.
How many times?
3 minutes.
What is
cross section. Cross section. What you're doing is like you're cutting away a section of the earth and then like looking at it that way from the sun.
Trivia.
Don't worry about their fun. But make sure you label it. Like the depth increases, and then what happens when depth increases?
We need a cross section because. Go on. So you need to try to write down below the surface fault bed.
Cross section.
We got about 90 seconds left.
It's like a cross section.
Cross section is all the models that I've made are cross sections. So cross section shows the surface and what's going on underneath.
What is cross section?
Cross section is all the models that we've done so far.
So
the
we need the
surface
cross
and underneath.
section.
So why do we need to do that? Why do we need to draw a cross section?
Is the light here, like, before I need to, like, go back, go
This
there.
one.
Awesome. I didn't there's a whole like,
No, just go back and start adding things to it.
And here is like this, we need a cross section, we need material.
Let's start here.
It's just some.
About 30 seconds.
It's hard to do. Maybe I don't need to do it. It's too difficult. It's too difficult.
I am 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Talk to your partner. What is bedrock? What would you call that? In one clear sentence. Better talk to your partner than that. What's bedrock? What is bedrock? You can call me light instead of grid.
Why you so
I don't know, for whatever reason, it really bothers me in the classroom, but then if people have gone through, it's like, calling me light. You know, this suffered from me as a teacher for a year. About 10 minutes. Where was I? All right, Simone.
Bedrock is a solid rock under soil.
Perfect. Would anyone change anything about that? What two trends happen as depth increases? Talk to your partner real quick. What two trends happen as depth increases? Two trends happen as depth increases.
When that increases, there's more heat and more heat and more pressure.
All right, 3, 2, 1, 0. Martina. What happens when depth increases? What happens to temperature and pressure? Don't do that. Don't. But she was thinking and she was going to be able to do it. That's not how. That's not being cut. It's not being cut. We've talked about cross sections. Why do we need to do this? How does a cross section help us explain what happens at the surface? Let's see who haven't we heard from today. Min.
Where it starts dark, like where it ends dark.
Because it's underground. We're not finished yet. We are not finished yet. You still need your notebook out. We have 9 minutes left. Okay, because what's happening on the surface, the movement is underground. So we have to use a cross section. Tomas, I think you hit it in the lake. So do you need to go get it or?
What?
The ball. Is it in the lake or like the sand trap? So sit down. Eloisa? No, I'm Mariana. Go for it. You might need your stuff. It's gonna be. We just have 8 minutes. All right. Now what I want you to do is you go back to your models. Okay. The models that we've done, the fast and slow. Okay. We should start compiling information on the other page about what we should have in a model. So now in both of our models, we can add what from today? We can add the idea of soil, the idea of bedrock, what's going on, the idea of temperature, the idea of pressure. Okay, so on your two models, okay, deeper is hotter and more pressure. So just write that on both models because it's true for both. Okay, the deeper you go underneath Mount Everest, the hotter it gets, the more pressure there is.
So why is there ice? We get salted.
But where is the ice? The ice is on the top.
If it goes up, yeah, so in the mountain it's gonna get hotter because it's
Going up, but you're on the surface. The surface is cold. Inside, you wouldn't have ice. You wouldn't have ice inside the mountain. On top, on the mountain, yes. Inside the mountain, no.
Do you have a sticky note that you can
No, but since they're like I'm already not be here.
Exactly.
No, can like get freeze in the mountain.
Yeah, but I'm saying on the mountain, yes. Inside the mountain, no.
Okay.
Okay. Cave is different. Is there snow in the cave? There could be ice. But why? Because the outside temperature is coming in.
I have a question.
In the ground, where you have pressure and heat, you're not going to have snow.
So why is there snow? The same thing happens with
Oh, no.
mountain and to pick down.
What is bedrock? Right, we can see that like the interruptions have cost us some trivia time. There's some payoff, right? There's some trade-off. There's some trade-off to interruptions. Solid rock under soil. Exactly what Simone had said. As you go deeper into Earth, temperature usually what?
Increases.
Does it say coral?
What?
Does it say coral up there?
No.
So if it doesn't say coral.
I understand.
But it increases, All right, what happens as we go deeper to pressure? It's the third pen problem we've had.
What?
I had 2 pen problems in block 1. And now a third pen problem.
This is
Pen
block
problem.
3 or block 2?
Increases. 4, what is a cross section?
What did you say?
Increases.
4? 1, 3.
2 and 3 are the same answer.
Oh.
So we can think of cross section as a slice, like a side view, like you've cut away the earth and you can now see underneath. Okay, it's that side view. It's almost like you are in a hole standing there and you're seeing the whole earth there. That's that cross section.
Explain why you know sexual
What happened? I would imagine that's explaining why we need to use a cross section in our models. So that's the question. The question is, why do we have to use cross sections in our models?
5.
Yeah, number 5.
Why which one I don't hear?
Why do we have to use cross sections in our models?
For have a dividends. For have a dividends.
The reason we have to do cross sections for our models is because most of what's happening is under the ground, right? It's under the surface. So that's why it has to be a cross section. I was looking out here, but some people have been doing like, my model is like a bird's eye view. That's not helpful, right? Because the movement is underground. Like a bird can't see underground. So you think more like a worm, right? The worm can see underground.
Yes.
Below. Yeah.
¿Qué tenemos? ¿Qué vamos a hacer hoy?
Trivia.
All right, so this is the new rule.